The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Anthony Dorsett, DeMontre Moore, and Newy Scruggs.
It is that time. It's a Monday. Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat. Gaming here from the Star in Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys. We got Anthony Dorsett in the house. We got Trey Moore here.
That's me.
And you got Barry Church, also men played the National Football League. Got Newy Scruggs. First off, let us begin the show. Congratulations to the Fighting Aggies.
Look at him.
Trace people.
Yeah, that's my squad.
People in the playoffs going to take on the University of Miami at home in College Station.
Oh, you get them at the crib.
Yeah, you gonna be on the sidelines? You gonna be on the sideline?
I don't know, man. I just sent out that text message earlier, and they said we might have you on the game tickets, but these sideline passes, college football, they done took over. So security. We'll see, man. We'll see what security is. You know, maybe because of the trooper, they probably was like, hey, man, we got to make sure we got our people on the side.
Tell them boys, hey.
So what happens is when these games, so people think, hey, it's a home game. It's a home game, but the college football playoff runs it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when the playoffs happen, it's a Cowboy game, but the NFL starts getting involved. And as you go deeper, like that's like the NFC Championship game, they come in, they take the building over, they got a whole bunch of stuff. So, yeah, it's like when the NBA Finals. I remember when the Mavs played in the NBA Finals, a lot of people were like, hey, look, the league, we don't get to do what we normally do. Like the league took over the arena. This is their production. So, Trey, one of those things where what they normally will do for you, hey, man, we playing, Auburn, and it's a regular. They don't get to do that now because they get to come in and institute whatever rules they want.
I'm glad you explained it because, one, I feel like I'm not that prima donna when it comes to things. So, like, I know where the pecking order is. I'll be like, hey, can y'all just get me here and I'm cool.
Just get me in the building, baby.
And so the fact that I'm always so gracious with asking them for that, they always accommodate me and, like, make sure, hey, these are going to be the extra tickets, this, that, and the third. And so for her to tell me right off the back, she was like, hey, this is how it is. I'm going to let you know as the time go on. But, yeah, what do you say? I'm just happy to be there, man.
Be in the building.
Hey, man, y'all might have a cool alumni suite or something like that anyway.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not tripping. I'm going to go to the Letterman's Club if we're being honest. Because you go under the stadium, they have the whole thing decked out where you can get food, drinks, and multiple TVs in there, and it's warm.
But it's the first time, so everybody coming, man. Everybody. People you ain't seen in a minute, everybody coming.
That win might be up in that.
Exactly. That's why I said that.
Everybody.
I'm going to tell you like this. If Dak calls, hey, they answer. It's 3 people over there. Dak, Myles Garrett, and Von Miller. Oh, and Mike
Evans and Johnny.
Yeah. Oh,
Johnny there.
Johnny.
But with those 4 right there, those 4 being active players and stuff like that, they are untouchable. They get whatever they want.
You got to get Emmitt Smith what he needs because his son's on the team. Yeah. He's going to be there. So
you got to get him what he needs. Aggies take care of Aggies now. Hold on now. Hey, what he said? He's Emmitt Smith. He's a Hall of Famer and this and that.
You don't think they don't?
Aggie land?
They don't want the NFL's all-time leading rusher who's an Aggie parent on the sideline there.
Hey, man, and that's going to go through college football playoff. Yes, they want him. If you go through that Letterman's Club, hey, that 12 man,
a parent. We're talking about a parent, man.
Hey, man, I had something really cool happen, and I'm still trying to find the footage out there, and I know NFL Films has it, but my first Super Bowl I played in with the Titans. We played the Rams in Atlanta, and I come out pregame, and, we going through our stuff, and my dad is on the sideline, right? And I'm like, what you doing on the sideline? And he had worked out something with some network, and that he said, look, they asked me to do something for him. I told him, like, if they would let me do it from the field so I could come down here and be with you before the game.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, cool. National anthem, my dad is standing next to me still. Like, security was trying to get him off the field. He wouldn't go off the field. He was still standing there. Bro, I look at him, he bawling, tears streaming down his face. So proud of you right now. I was like, you got to go.
He said, you
got to leave.
You got to go.
You got to go. This is a dope moment, but we can't have this one right now. Like, you got to go.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? But
That's
it was awesome. And I've tried to find the footage. I've asked for it, and like nobody, I haven't received it yet. So
Man, y'all
I'm
hear
hoping
him.
that one day
That's
I
fine.
actually get that because I don't know how too many guys that actually have that experience with a parent on the side.
That's fine.
Not at all. And all those people out there, the Twitter trolls and stuff, y'all good at doing your research. If y'all can't help my man AD find Cowboy Nation, help him,
dope,
please.
man. That's something I want. I really want.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
All right. Cowboys in trouble.
Oh,
Trouble. Got to win out, baby. Got to win out.
Got 4 left, baby.
man.
Win out. Got to win out.
Hey, so they got to win out for what? For the 10
the
wins?
10.
For the bet,
team.
or is
10.
it for something else?
Basically,
For everything.
right.
Everything.
At this point in time, they unless they go get 10 and then hope other people falter, this thing's going to be a wrap. 9 won't do it.
Nah,
you're
you gotta get 10.
You're going to have to get to 10 at this point in time. And you start looking around the tiebreakers and everything, man. This thing is just they've dropped too many tough games. The Arizona game is going to be the one they're going to look back.
That's a dagger.
Oh, man.
That's a dagger.
I think Arizona's like maybe 10 of 11 games, and the one win was the Cowboys in Arlington.
In Arlington. Jacoby Brissett. That's a dagger right
That's
there,
the only.
man.
That's the only one that could really be a dagger when you start to go back and look at some of these. Like you look at the Bears, they were number
turned out
one
to be
until this
good.
past
They
weekend.
turned out to be good.
You know, the Panthers, they doing what they're doing. So it's like, is it really like those? Because I know you were counting on those games.
I was 100% counting on getting that Carolina, Arizona for sure.
And the Packer game.
Yeah.
You're right there. You had them 3 games. Arizona, inexcusable.
Yeah,
that's inexcusable.
At the crib. Yeah.
Philly, you had the ball to go down the field and win the game, and you don't get it done. And then the Packer game, you had them dead to right, and you let them come back. You know, these are 3 games right there that they'll look back if you're Brian Schottenheimer and the staff, and you say, man, we have to figure out in 2026, how do we get those? You're going to have to win on the road.
Yeah.
And Rick Gosselin once told me, he said, look, if you're trying to build a football team, the first thing you need to figure out is who is winning the division and how do you build your team to beat that team that's winning the division. So out in the NFC West, you've seen Sean Payton in Denver. How do we beat Denver? That's what they tried to build their football team. I mean, not Denver. How do we beat Kansas City, I should say? Kansas City's been the king. As we saw last night, lost to Houston. You guys had the bets there. I was the only fool who went with Kansas City. But they built their team. How do we go take out the Chiefs? You got to go do that. And when Jimmy Johnson was when he took over the Cowboys, it was like, how do you beat Washington? How do you beat the Giants? These were the teams that were winning Super Bowls here. You've got to do that. And if I'm Brian Schottenheimer, how do I go and win it at Philly?
Yeah.
You can win at home. They win at home against pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
You know, they're pretty good at winning at home. But how do you go beat a Philly on the road? Because it looks right now, I know Philly's got the Chargers tonight. They're going to win this division again.
Yeah, I just need 1 or 2 more victories, and it's a wrap. And I feel like offensively, the Cowboys have the firepower to match up with not only Philly, but anybody in the National Football League. I just think on that defensive side of the football, you have the building blocks now. You got the defensive line, at least the interior part, like that's solid. You got 3, 4 defensive tackles in there that you could just throw in there, and the level of play is high. You got some guys off of the edge that maybe you can get better in that category, but to me, it's got to be that secondary. To me, going forward, and there's 4 games left here, but you've got to be able to get better in the back end. I mean, whether it's getting different younger pieces in, whatever the case may be, developing those younger guys. But if you want to compete in the NFC and the NFL overall, you got to have that secondary in place, man.
And the linebackers.
And linebackers as well.
I think what the Cowboys have, and when I say this, I mean part of the secondary. Bland coming off an injury from last year. Diggs still being hurt. You know what I mean? And we know this as players. It doesn't matter how hurt you are. Once you go out there and you put that on film, hey, they ain't judging you off your injury. They judging you off your play. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, like, I don't know if that's a scapegoat for one of the two or maybe for both of them to maybe have some, I guess you could say, some longevity to be in here a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying?
Excuses.
But yeah, that the secondary definitely has to get better.
Let me add on to that when you talk about the secondary. And it's a name, when I bring this up, we're all going, well, yeah. They missed Jordan Lewis.
Boy,
that was huge.
They are missing him, and you do you do not realize your unsung heroes until they are gone.
Dude, you just hit the nail on the head because I did not realize how good of a nickel he was.
Oh, yeah, he's legit, man.
But just not that, like a team leader, obviously, too, as well. And yeah, he's drastically missed.
And he's a communicator. Like, he's the guy, like, when you're at that nickel spot, you got to be able to talk to your safeties and your corners. So when they get you in those bunch packages, or you got motion coming across, he was the guy communicating to the linebackers, all right, bump over, or if it's man-to-man, I'm taking them all the way across. Y'all can boss over and in and out versus the running backs. And then when you get in those bunch, he's the guy that's either going to be on the point saying, the other two corners and the safety, y'all in and out this. But he was that guy. He was that dog that they needed in the secondary all year long, man.
And what people don't realize is when you talk about that nickel position, it's so pivotal and swinging. When you're talking about it, you're talking about him standing right there. He's talking from your corner over there to your linebackers, letting you know that it's okay to do that. But not only is he doing that, in this defense and most defenses, your nickels are the guys that blitz it. So guess what? He has to come up there and talk to us as the D lineman and say, hey, bump in, or this is what I see, or hey, can you rush a little bit tighter. And the one thing that we've all been talking about is, who is that dog? Who is that guy that can sit there and galvanize the troop? And we said, hey, who's going to talk to them? We got that in Quentin Williams, but you don't realize Jay Lou was doing that. You've seen him having the energy, hitting people and telling people, hey, man, we can't play like this, or stepping up to be that guy.
So you're talking about a Jacksonville team where he went to. They've won 5 of their last 6 football games. They're in first place in their division, and their defense is playing well.
That's a strong force.
Defense gave up 19 points to the Colts, and it put Danny Dimes went out of the game.
Oh, he done,
killing
man. That sucks, dude.
Week before that, they hold the Titans to 3 points. I mean, so he's not only gone from the Cowboys, they haven't replaced him, and he's gone. He's helped another team, and looks like pretty much so. Barring a collapse, the Jaguars should be making the playoffs.
Do y'all think? Let me ask y'all, everybody here. Do y'all think that's part of the problem with the Cowboys is the fact that they overvalue the talent they do have in the building? Like they're letting a guy like Jordan Lewis go ahead and walk in free agency, and they're thinking that they could just elevate the next guy up. Like, hey, I've seen that time and time again. The linebacker position, they let guys go, and then we'll get guys up within the building, and it just doesn't work out that way. I mean, and that you've seen it on the defensive line. You let DeMarcus Lawrence ride. You let Parsons ride. But why just going to elevate it up?
But you were trying to pay Micah.
I was about to say, you had to pay. You had to pay Micah.
You had to pay Micah, which.
Yeah, you let D-Law walk.
Right, you couldn't keep D-Law. You couldn't keep Jordan Lewis. And then Jordan Lewis, with all due respect to him as the player, he'd already signed. The last deal he signed with the Cowboys was.
It was team friendly.
Right, it was team friendly.
Very, very.
This guy did what you did. Hey, man, show me the money.
Yep. That's right.
And Shad Khan, doggone, man.
I got him. I got another one.
I got me another one.
So you go into Florida, no state taxes. The Cowboys couldn't compete with that as they were trying to figure out what is it going to take to sign Micah, which goes back into that whole thing of not signing Micah hurts you in other places.
Yeah, that's true.
Or not having a better strategy of, hey, we're not going to pay him so we can pay all these other people. Then, what Jordan Lewis would have been a guy that got lined up to pay. Yeah. I don't know if they'd have brought back Tank, but they clearly would have brought back Jordan Lewis.
I think they would have brought back Jay Lou, and I think what they say, hindsight is 20/20. Yeah, you should have paid Micah so you could have kept some of these pieces. Because imagine if you would have had a Jordan Lewis and a Deron Bland already took it up, and possibly with Jay Lou being a significant leader, him being drafted here and stuff like that, he possibly could have been that voice of reason when it's like, hey, maybe things would have worked out a little bit different with Diggs. Because guess what? Michael would have been paid. Jay Lou would have been here, and he's a good leader and the voice of it to say, hey, stay level-headed. And it just sucks. It's like, how you unravel that thread and you just got to deal with it. This hole is starting to seep. And so I think they've done a good job of finding a new seamstress and getting Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark coming here to where you're trying to patch that hole. But that hole was that significant. And so do you really think, like, when you look at this now, there's so many things. You say who won this Packers trade or the Cowboys trade. Who do you really think won? Because before the trade, the stuff started happening before the Micah situation, if that makes sense.
Stay there. Let's answer that question after the break.
When we get back.
Dorset, Moore, Church, Scruggs, the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Returning for the 2025 NFL season, Boss reunites with the Dallas Cowboys to drop the next chapter of their iconic collaboration. The Boss Cowboys collection fuses fashion and football once again, capturing the fearless spirit of what it means to be your own boss. Just in time for kickoff, gear up in standout styles that show your team pride with a bold edge. Available now at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, HugoBoss.com, and Boss retail stores. # be your own boss.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Cowboys Nation, Tom Gibson has been named your 2025 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year, presented by Captain Morgan, for his dedication to the team and spicing up the game. Vote for Tom to be named the ultimate NFL Fan of the Year at NFL.com/Fan of the Year.
Trey, thank you very much.
No walkthroughs needed, baby. You just own it.
Yes. Congratulations. The Fighting Texas A&M Aggies made the playoff. Also,
Yes, sir.
to Joey McGuire, former Cedar Hill coach.
Yes.
Over there at Texas Tech, man. They won the Big 12. They're the number 4 seed. They get a bye. So congratulations, Joey.
Right.
Man. Joey, good dude, man.
I knew. Stay right there real quick, because I wanted to ask you what you cover in Texas sports. People didn't realize, and I didn't realize in my group chat that I talked to NFL guys. With him being at Cedar Hill, people don't realize when Cedar Hill became a powerhouse and was winning state, he was there. Now that he won the Big 12 championship and being at Tech, like, does he go into that conversation of the all-time great coaches of Texas?
Yeah.
And being in the Hall of Fame and stuff like that? And maybe, because I know he was arguably going up with Coach Samples at Duncanville.
Hey, look, he's going to go in the Texas Sports Hall of Fame down there in Waco. I mean, he's going to go in. I mean, he got won a doggone championship at Texas Tech. You know, that's big stuff right there. And what dominated it. Okay, dominated the Big 12. I mean, they got to buy. So for what Joey's done in high school and what he's did at Texas Tech, he'll definitely go in and start kind of look at that resume there. But just overall, it's a good dude.
Yeah,
you know, that's one thing. You're happy when you see good dudes go in, people who care about their players, and so I'm thrilled for him. And you know, the Tech fans came out there and packed AT&T Stadium, bro. I mean,
it was a sea of red, and I was like, man.
Well, you couldn't find no parking around there, bro. But we were hiking it to get up there. They had to hike it. I was driving by to go see my guy Wally at the man shop, and I was like, I forgot. I go, yeah, the games are going on here. I didn't go to the game, and I was like, man, they packed up in there. And you saw the way it was, you know, so good for them.
I didn't realize it was that many rare.
Oh, no, bro.
I didn't know that either.
Bro, no, they deep now.
My wife she's an alumni, so I was just like, hey, you know about your school? She said, oh, no, we do this, and it's people in the neighborhood start putting signs out.
I had no idea.
No, man, they
Shout out to them.
No.
Love it.
So yeah,
That's
man,
fun.
look, they spent the money. And the first thing they spent the money. I saw people hating them on the Big 12 media day.
Man.
Over here at the Star. Oh yeah. Oh, Dion has stuff to say. Hey, Joey, all that money you got, Joey. I mean, everybody was pouring gas. And you know what? Why be mad at him?
Joey said, hey, I'm going to sit back and get this oil money right on y'all.
I'm not mad at Joey that got a boost. I wasn't mad when Dion got to use the celebrities he had out there.
Yeah.
I remember Dion's first game when they came to Fort Worth. So TCU had a bunch of the kids come out. Hey, man, come out here. Come see us play, man. They was over there on Dion's side, man. It was one of my boys, Willie Pyle. Oh, Willie Pyle's son who's going to Michigan. Willie, his son went right on over there to Dion's side.
Wow.
They was on hanging out, man.
going on?
Hey, I ain't mad at prime. Use it for what you want to. So my thing is, man, I'm not mad at people who are taking advantage of the system that has always been in place to help other people. So
Starting to leverage out now. What he said. Pony Express was back last year. Now Tech is back in the mix with the oil. Hey, Aggies is doing what we doing in the mix. So
I just hope we can keep more kids in the state. That's just my thing. I wish you could keep more kids in the state. That's what I wish, man. We see too many kids that are just leaving the state, man, and going up north and
going to Pitt.
Hey, man.
South
money rule it all now.
What
Like,
South Lake Carroll quarterback is going to Pitt? Why are you doing
he
that?
committed to Pitt, yeah.
He is.
I mean,
What's wrong with that? They got a receiver going to Ohio State. What you want?
I do. Me selfishly, but what is his name? Boyd. Last name Boyd. South Lake Carroll.
The receiver.
When I tell you that boy is nice,
He cold like that.
Yeah.
South Lake Carroll, they're cold, but they are a very disciplined team and always been for a while. So for them to do, I'm just like, man.
I always wonder when kids leave Texas to go up north, when did you go take your visit?
It better not be now. I'll tell you right now. Don't go up there right
no
now.
way.
My experience in life, I went from working in Austin to Cleveland. Bill Belichick told me, he said, I met him, the thickest coat you own? Yeah, he said, double layer coat. I didn't know what he meant. I figured it out real quick. But, man, you are buying clothes you ain't never seen before. Like I said, my boy Willie Pyle, his son, is going to play at Michigan. And I'm like, brother, when did you go?
It's cold up there.
And his mom was talking to me, yeah, we're going to go buy some clothes here and get some more stuff. I'm just like, it's a whole different world, man. I didn't know that the Sun made guest appearances in Ohio.
Every now and then. It's great.
It's the same way in Pennsylvania,
Great.
bro.
Guest appearances.
Same way.
No, serious trade me guest appearance. And the man told me, oh, man, you got cabin fever. What's that, man? You've been inside too long. Well, I don't like being inside. And when May came around, man, you could roll the window down in your car. It was still cold.
Still got a breeze going.
It's still that cold like that? That sound like Canada.
We get about a month and a half to maybe 2 months of like some hot weather.
Yeah,
and,
that's it.
And we talking about 80s to every once in a while touching 90 or something like that. You got to think about it. Like, a lot of them houses are old up there and built a long time ago. They don't even got central air in a lot of them places.
But that's honestly what I said when I would play up north with the Giants, going to Canada and stuff like that. They were like, oh, yeah, the summers up here are amazing. I said, they're so amazing because y'all don't have that many warm days. So when you got them,
It was going too quick, man.
Exactly.
Summer really was June, July. Oh, that was it. September.
What y'all know about them Indian summers?
Oh, yeah. Hey, you get your good weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be nice, boy.
So
December,
that's my only
January,
thing, man.
over 50, you be like, woo.
Tell him to get some butters too. If he going up north, you gotta get on the butters.
Or you be
man.
like the South Lake kid, Quinn Ewers. He went up to Ohio State, came back real fast. Came back real.
He did.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Transporter.
He came right back. You know.
Yeah, so that's
went
it,
up
man.
there.
That's. I'm happy that kids go where you want. I just personally, selfishly, wish that you could see some of those kids just stay in state because they could do a whole lot of damage and elevate more football.
That's true.
There's a lot of strong football programs in Texas too.
I mean,
Stop poaching our kids, guys.
Now I'll come back to this for the South Lake kid because I've seen this happen before where Texas and Texas ain't don't necessarily want you. Drew Brees wanted to go play at Texas. Mac Brown, I don't need you. So he went to Purdue. And that happens a lot of times where kids got to go somewhere because, hey, man, where can I go play?
what about the kid, the running back? Genty, wasn't he? Genty? Wasn't he out here? But then he had to go to Boise State or
Went to
something?
Frisco.
Yeah,
High
didn't he go?
school.
Yeah.
It's
Nobody
a
wanted him
talent,
here.
man.
That's crazy.
I don't.
Not, you know what? He had a couple, but it wasn't, it was
Wasn't like that.
Wasn't
right.
Texas.
Texas.
It wasn't like that. But when you see, take for instance, Emmitt Smith's son, he went out to Stanford. Andrew Luck, Houston kid, he goes out to Stanford. So you lose some of those kids like that. And I mean, like think about Tim Brown, Heisman Trophy winner, right here from Dallas. Tim went to Notre Dame. Now he told me the Texas story, and I got it when he said no to Texas.
Oh, okay.
You got to tell us that for another show or something.
There's a reason behind it. Okay.
It's not quite as good as the Hey Boy story.
Is it in that same vein? Though?
I was about to say.
Oh, man.
Is it in the same pack?
Yeah, it was the same pack. Yeah.
Okay.
It was the same pack. He felt some kind of way.
Man.
No. So it was like that. But anyway, man,
Hey, boy.
congratulations to you people up there.
Appreciate it.
So Philadelphia got problems.
They do.
They've got the Chargers. But if you're a Cowboy fan, do you even really watch tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
Hey, I'm not a fan. What do you say? I play for enough teams to where it's just like, hey, I like good football, but as You have to. Like, for the Eagles to be playing the way that they play, they're not a team that's just dominating. You got to pay attention to everybody else that's going on around the league for you to have a fighting shot. So, yes, if I'm going in there, like you said off air, I got my Chargers hat on and I'm rooting for them. So I think you have to watch it because playoff contention is still on the line. Even though it's a far shot, it's still there.
Yeah, and if I'm a player, I'm watching it too because you got to look and see. Now you don't control your own destiny. Like if you were the one versus Detroit, you could say, man, look, if we run it out, no matter what anybody else does, we may need a guy here and there to lose. But now since you lost to Detroit, you got to win out. Plus, you got to have so many other teams losing games out there. Like, I'm watching the 49ers. I'd be watching the Eagles to see what they got going on because if they, stumble up and lose this game, they lose another one.
You there?
Well, y'all got an opportunity.
You got the Chargers in 2 weeks.
If I'm the Cowboys, I'm watching everybody in the NFC that didn't beat us that has a better record than us, period.
Yeah,
so that could be
true.
Carolina. That could be anybody at this point. Just like you said, and I'm watching, fingers crossed, toes crossed. I'm praying. I got everything on because, like, the Cowboys, if by any stretch of the imagination, like you said, they have to win out. So I don't know if you're going to be sitting at home putting some mojo on the TV or whatever trying to get that thing to happen. But whatever it's going to take, it's going to take some energy.
And like Newey just mentioned, you got the Charger in 2 weeks as well. So to see your opponent, seeing what they're potentially coming in there with, and for you to win out, like, yeah, you have to watch this division opponent and somebody you have to see.
Got a chance.
Man,
Boy,
that hopium is gone.
My boy Bart Scott said the Cowboys need to make them plans for Cancun.
Already?
Wow.
That's a lot.
Already, though?
Going fishing. As Chuck and them
Oh,
say.
man.
They're going to have good stuff. Good.
Already? I don't know, man. You got a chance.
You're the 10-win guy.
Yeah,
So
10 wins is 10 wins.
do you got Cancun ready?
Nah, I need them 10 wins.
No, we didn't say did you.
I need them 10 wins.
Asked, what do
You can win 10. That still don't mean you get in.
Yeah,
The
that's what I'm saying.
The football player in you. Is this over for them? Do you think the 10 wins and them actually winning out, is this doable? Give me the sensible bet.
Oh, yeah, 100% I think it's doable. Not only winning out, but getting in there. I mean, I played on 3 straight teams where we were 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. It came down to that last game of the season each and every year. We win that last game, we end up. It was basically a playoffs, but
against the division each time.
Yeah, and it was Philly
1 year, the
Washington.
Giants 1 year, Washington.
Yeah, it was all 3 of them every year. Boom,
RG3.
boom, boom. And all we had to do was win that game. We in the playoffs. So anything can happen. We was 8-0. Yeah, 1 year Romo got hurt.
Dude.
1 year Romo got hurt, and we had
Kyle.
Who wants to party? Kyle Orton in there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I forget the other 2 years. I think Romo might have been in there.
RG3.
Yeah.
And then Romo had the ball doing the triple coverage.
He did.
And that was when Rex was Rob Ryan was the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And that was a good defensive game plan where you got Brady Papinga out there. I mean, it was you guys were down to bare minimums out there, man.
I was out. Lee was out. It was.
And the defense put
They did.
They put Dallas in position to win the game. His offensive head coach, Jason Garrett, Tony Romo, trying to get it done. Elbow throwing a triple cover to get picked off into RG3 on one leg out there, winning it.
That's one guy I wish they never would have fired, man. Rob, that was, man, he was good. Now his scheme, you talk about a hard scheme. His scheme was difficult as any type of movement. The running back could pick up his leg, check to this, check to that. So like you had to be on your P's and Q's in his system. But you talk about wanting to play for a guy, run through a brick wall. That dude, he was nice with
So
it.
you got to play for him and Wade Phillips, right?
I got to play for Wade, Rob, and Marinelli.
Lucky, because I wanted to play for them, obviously growing up a D. Ware fan, but obviously with the Rob Ryan, you had multiple checks with Wade.
Everything.
Like, what is the difference between those two? Because, like, as a Cowboys fan, when not being in the league, then once you get to the league and you hear about these guys, when I hear about Rob Ryan, I instantly think about Steve Spagnuolo. You got to, it's different schemes, but you're a pioneer. But then also, not only you're a pioneer and great in your field, you're a man amongst men that can make you run through a wall. So to have somebody smart and play for that, how was that?
It was unbelievable. And when it came to Rob and his system, like I said, it was checks for any motion, any look. The quarterback even gave a signal to somebody else. We switching it up. But it also talked the quarterback into throwing a lot of picks. Like if you had a bunch of smart guys on that defensive side of football, you gonna get some turnovers. And we always were able to get turnovers under his system. But with Marinelli and the Flus type of system, it's kind of see ball, get ball. Like this is the check. I don't care what they doing. It's man on man. We gonna get it done. So there's definitely big contrast between the two. Both of them are excellent coaches in their own regard. But for me, I mean, I like that mental aspect of it, trying to trick the quarterback. Like, disguises.
Play chess.
Yeah, playing chess out there the entire time and getting them. It made the game fun.
So was Wade, like, Was he like Rob Marinelli, or was he more like Rob?
He was more like a Marinelli.
Rex?
He was more like a Marinelli. But Rex was just like, it was that chess man.
So the problem with Rob, not problem, the issue with a defense like Rob is you can't be dumb.
You can't. No, you can't.
If you got, I remember talking to Buck Showalter one year. He's a baseball man. I said, Buck, what happened when you went to, I don't want to say the team, but what happened when you went here? He said, I stopped using dumb players. He said, dumb players get you beat. And in a system like that, you can be uber talented, but if you can't understand, he pointed there, huh? Then it's a problem.
Yeah, it is, man. And he was like, the honest guy don't lie. Like you be up there making a check. He's like, why'd you check here? We went over it all week. But you can't just out-athlete everybody when you're in that type of system.
Man,
it ain't just like, let me line up and do
there too.
Nah, it's like you really had to think about what you were playing out there, man. But it made it fun. It made it fun, man.
Greg Williams was the same way. We would go into a game and we would have a number of defensive calls, and it was based off of, a lot of it was based off of matchups, but motions, any type of formations and things like that. And it was all about, honestly, trying to, always have more than one coming in, going rushing than they had blocking.
Exactly, yeah.
Always, you know what I mean? So it was always some type of disguise, always some type of communication, and we're just trying to change some things. But I'm looking at this right now, and I'm looking at this from the matchup standpoint of these next 4 games that the Cowboys have. And when I'm saying matchup, I'm talking about secondary and receiver matchup.
Okay, skill position.
More so than anything.
Okay,
right?
skill position.
So the Vikings.
You got J.J. Jetta, Addison, Dogs.
And that tight end.
And the tight end.
And the tight
Dogs.
end. All right. And they got a decent run game every once in a while.
Yeah, they
old boys.
got Aaron Jones and them. Think about that. You got McCarthy. That's the only thing. Like McCarthy is the X factor.
Let's take a break and dive into
Somebody got a donut.
Sunday Night Football, where the Cowboys will be facing J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings. Game will be on NBC5. Let's dive into that next on Players Lounge right here on Aristocrat. Gaming is our sponsor on DallasCowboys.com.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're maxing out overhead presses, pushing through chest flies, or being the hero your golden retriever needs to carry them over that scary bridge, Smoothie King has the fuel to help you go all out. Build muscle and boost your recovery with 45 grams of protein, 0 grams of added sugar, and delicious customizable ingredients in the Gladiator Smoothie. Available in chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Only at Smoothie King.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Celebrate the season at Cowboys Christmas Extravaganza, powered by Reliant at the Star in Frisco. Join us every Friday through Saturday night from now through December 20th for electrifying holiday performance. For detail, visit thestardistrict.com.
Thank you, Trey Moore. Barry Church is here. Anthony Dorsett's here. All 3 men play the National Football League. I'm Newey Scruggs. So, boy, is anybody down bad and worse than Washington this year to go from NFC Championship game to 3-10? They went to Minnesota and got beat 31-0. J.J. McCarthy threw 3 touchdowns. I mean, J.J. McCarthy was getting run down on social media the past couple of weeks. And homeboy, he break out. 3 touchdowns, 129.3 QB rating. Washington just scored a point. DQ.
DQ.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a defensive guy.
Guru. He already fired Joe Witt, the defensive coordinator.
He fired Joe Witt?
Yeah, he took over the play call.
Joe out.
Wait, so Joe, he ain't even with the organization. He's consulting on it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Did
bad.
it happen before this game or just happened after this game?
No, it happened a couple weeks back. And your boy Kingsbury, OC, zero.
Hey, man.
Jayden Daniels out there looking like he struck. He came back way too early.
The Carpenter ain't got his tools.
He went 9-20.
And you trying to go out there with a dull knife.
When I saw those stats, I didn't think he played the whole game.
He didn't. Mariota went in there.
Mariota was 2 for 4.
I thought he got hurt.
2 for 4.
He
like
came at the end.
30 yards. Yeah, he got hurt in the game, man. And then, like I said, bottom line, man, I was surprised that Minnesota won that big, and then I'm just surprised because remember last week Washington played well.
They did.
Was right there in the
Denver,
position to win, and that's why I picked him to win. I'm like, well, you know what, man, I picked him by 21-20. Daniels will be back. They played well last week.
Man,
they went out there, man. They got handled, but 3-10. And I got to have a conversation with my boy Ashley Larry.
Man.
Donnell Jones.
Buddy.
He's a big Washington fan. I did an interview with him before the season. Oh, you a hater. He's like, you just a hater. Because I said, man, I'm just tell you right now, I've seen this before from you guys. Remember RG3, you had the hope sign and all that kind of stuff.
Guy.
He had a good year. Oh, we got our guys to be. I said, I've seen this before. Man, you just a hater. You just wait till we come to town. Da, da, da.
I don't know, man.
3-10, like RG3, your quarterback is hurt. Now it's like, you passed on drafting Drake May.
Who looked like he might get the MVP.
Man.
Wait. Hold on.
Don't do that.
Don't do that because Jayden Daniels was just balling last year.
He was. You can't say that.
RG3. What is the same thing? What RG3 balling his rookie year? Everybody won a division. Everybody was hyped, right? It repeat itself.
He came back and was balling for a little bit until he started getting hurt again, and everybody was like, "You get him out the pocket and you force him to do this. It's only the second year. You can't say
Drake May got a better coach. They fired the coach. They fired Mayo. Fired him.
I like
11-2.
What?
Hey, he was a scapegoat. Mayo was a scapegoat.
So if he's a scapegoat, then why is Vrabel doing so well?
Vrabel is. Shout out to him for doing everything he's doing.
Should be coach of the year.
But what I'm going to say is,
say it.
He's a defensive coach. Like, let's stop this. Like, I get he's leading the helms and stuff like that, but he's not the QB whisperer. He didn't say, hey, Drake May, let me lay these hands on you, and all of a sudden you become the guy. Like, I'm not in the building, but I'm just saying.
What was Gerard Mayo?
He's a defensive coach. He's a defensive coach. That's what I'm saying. Like, but as a defensive,
who did Vrabel put on his staff to be his offensive coordinator?
This is true. He's charged for doing that.
Okay. Who did Mayo have as offensive?
Did Mayo pick his offensive staff, or did people kind of say, hey, you're a first-year head coach, you were here, let's give us the staff? Like, there's a lot of different things we could say. I'm going to just sit here and say this. If you started your football calendar or had your bingo card at the beginning of the season, nobody was taking Drake May over Daniels. Because when I told y'all at the beginning of the year, what did I say? I said, man, watch, May gonna have a year this year. He gonna come out. It was him and J.J. McCarthy. I said, y'all laughed at me when I said both of those names. Now we talking about an MVP.
Okay, so I go back into this right now. You're a Washington fan. Your boy Daniels is hurt. May out here balling. You gonna go tell me it ain't gonna go through your head? It always goes through your head about who you could have had. That's just the natural inclination. It's just like girls used to say, hey, man, well, I passed on her. She blew up, and then over here, it can happen.
I got an offensive rookie of the year. She bad.
And RG3 was offensive rookie.
She just ate a couple Snickers. She just got to work out.
We don't know.
The potential's there. The pedigree.
I don't know, man.
You think it's done?
I think he might. I don't know. The injury, man. That was a tag on him coming out.
Drake May is an injury away from us having the same conversation about him.
That's true.
Yeah,
it hasn't happened yet, though.
But I will.
It hasn't happened.
With Drake May, he has a historically better organization that's going to take care of him and put him in a better situation as far as medical staff and other systems.
So now we're having the conversation. That's the whole thing. Now we're having the. We weren't going. Last year this was not a conversation. Now it's a conversation.
Hey man. Jayden Daniels' body of work, Heisman Trophy, coming into the league, having the year that he had. Drake May's first year in the league, I can't remember what it was like, but I know The conversation was
and the coach got fired. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Bad time. Bad time.
Catching up though.
Now Vrabel is here. Josh McDaniels. They look like everything. I mean, I'm just saying, baby. That's the thing.
Bo Nix was in that class too. He balling, you know.
You got what? But
Caleb Williams. I mean, I don't know.
a lot of those guys are late bloomers.
I don't know, man.
Man, y'all know injuries, man. Don't sit up here.
Oh,
and
no.
That's what I'm saying.
man.
That's the thing. We just having the conversation.
Yeah,
Just having the conversation, man. That's all I'm just saying. You know. Right now, if we go into 2026, who you feel better about? If you just had to put, all right, even just something simple as your fantasy draft next year. You take Drake May, you go take Daniels right now.
You talking about right now? We talking about two dudes healthy.
Take Drake
Next
May.
year.
Next year, so two dudes healthy.
I'm gonna take May.
Two dudes healthy.
Yeah, I'm assuming Jay Daniels.
You got Trey
healthy.
Henderson over there. You got the young receivers. You got the boy that just.
We talking about two totally different franchises. At the same time.
You got.
You gonna bet on Josh McDaniels in May, or you gonna bet on Cliff Kingsbury and Daniels in 2026? Where you going?
I never was a Josh McDaniels fan ever since the Spygate and everything else like that.
Hey, man, you just taking orders from the top.
May ain't doing it with. Ain't doing it. Ain't like he got. You know what I'm saying? Randy Moss out there. You know he got. Who he got?
Trey Henderson.
He ain't even starting. You got. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Diggs. Yeah.
He got Diggs.
Almost.
Hey, man, it's just
Sean, what's his name?
Hey, stop it.
Bote,
Stop it.
whatever his name is.
Stop it. He got Diggs.
And I go back into my whole point of the conversation when I started.
He said Randy Moss. He said Diggs.
Hey, man. Scary Terry out there. Debo Sam.
Just go back to what I told my boy, Ashley Larry. I've seen it before in Washington. I've seen it happen before in Washington. You guys get hyped up about a quarterback, by feeling good. Then they want to come back and throw salt on Cowboys fans. You ain't done this. Okay, do it again.
Seen it happen.
Let's see you do it again. Sustain it. Sustain it.
Tough league, man.
And now they 3-10. They quiet. I don't know about you. I don't get the same because I grew up in North Carolina. Spent a lot of my years in North Carolina, so there's a whole bunch. I've been around a whole bunch of Washington. I don't see people on that. My phone don't feel the same no more. Mondays ain't the same. Not heard from nobody. Damn nobody.
Now nutter.
Damn nobody.
I like when you say now nutter.
Now nutter.
Don't nobody say now nutter like how you say now.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, asking me, how about them Redskins? Nothing.
I ain't hear
Commandos.
Crack.
Nothing. I don't hear that about Commander Tutty. I don't hear that no more.
Mr. Tutty.
Yeah, I don't hear that no more.
Man.
But for the sake of the argument, they right where they need to be for the people in this building to maybe have a chance.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
this is true.
Hey,
but
God works.
This is a weak division. This is why you have to watch the game tonight.
And so now, when you start to look at how they do. When they do the records next year for the schedule, so now here you Cowboys, you got to play whoever's the second place team in the division next year versus because Washington and Giants out here fighting for last place.
Top 10 picks, man.
Right. Yep. So if you're gonna miss the playoffs, man, you rather
they got a young dark and Scatterboo over there.
Oh, stop. Yeah, Scatterboo, man.
He hurt.
That's not, man.
Well, man.
That might be it.
Scatterboo been hooking up that truck and that trailer.
Scatterboo gonna play his way out the league if he think he gonna be searching up contact like
every time. Man, yeah, he gonna be about 2 years.
Him and the quarterback, Dart too.
Quarterback tripping too.
I was like the quarterback, if anything, but Scatterboo, I don't know. He might be able to. He might be able to pull out there and be a Peyton Ellis type guy.
That man made it through. How many get? Like 8 games this year.
And how long did Peyton Hillis last? Especially after he got on the cover of EA Sports.
Boy had the bag. That curse.
that man curse. Hey, that was my dog in New York. Great teammate. I love playing special teams with my guy.
He was still in the league when you came in.
He was, bro. He was. I was a young gun. I think that was second year of the league.
I didn't know he was still in the league.
He was making a couple touches over there. Yeah.
All right,
hey, didn't something happen to him?
He was messing with one of the coach's wives or something like that.
No. Didn't he have an accident? Like I don't.
Yeah,
no, that one. I'm telling you, in Cleveland. I know that one. That one for sure.
If y'all want to tune in next time on Players Lounge, Undercover Secrets with Dirty Mac Church over there. But
is Kevin? By the way, is Kevin Stefanski going to get fired for what he did to Shedeur Sanders?
Man,
why would you do that? Why would you do the man that led you all the way back? You was down, what, 2 tubs?
You know exactly what that was. That's one of those where you try to force somebody else or you control the narrative to where you don't want that.
I mean, a wildcat reverse throw pass. What are we doing, man?
That was Like, as a player, don't get me wrong. I said last week, I'm like, hey, you know what? You're offensive-minded head coach. Maybe you got out your bag and you said, hey, let me do this. But it didn't work last week, and you come back and do it this week. He done had more time in your system, a full week of preparation with the O-line and stuff like that. Like, that's a slap in the face. Oh, you got us here, but we want somebody else to be that guy.
So let me set it up for anyone who didn't happen to see it. The Cleveland Browns are facing the Tennessee Titans. That's a bad football team, and you got him at home. Shedeur Sanders having a great game, 4 total touchdowns, 3 through the air, 1 rushing. They scored a touchdown, and to go for the 2-point conversion, they decided to all of a sudden the head coach says, come out of the game, Shedeur. Thanks. We're going to give it to somebody else. And then they run some crazy reverse
Wildcat
play.
Double reverse.
Then they're using the meme saying they took it from Henry Winkler and the Water Boy.
Annexation of Puerto Rico out here. What
Right. So just really wild. And they end up losing the game. And I could just say, man, having covered the Browns and lived up there, this is finishing Kevin Stefanski, in my opinion.
Yeah. He did it to himself, though.
Yeah,
he really did. Shedeur, like you said, had a pretty good game. But it wouldn't matter if he was a first year, second year, third year dude. He had a decent game. 4 touchdowns. Yeah. How many total yards passing?
Almost 400.
Yeah,
almost 400.
He went crazy, man.
And so
take him out the game to put to run Wildcat. And come on, bro.
Even if you were going to do that, you seen what made it so aggravating was that you seen the scramble. You seen the play of, like, the adversity. Oh, the determination. You go over there, he rips the shirt off his sleeve. He trucks the guy for that. So it's like, it's not like you couldn't run QB power or did this and that. But if you're going to do something weird like that, leave him in there. Like, let him die on the sword or make the sword. Like, that was his Excalibur moment, and you took that away from him.
He ain't got him.
I can't imagine Kevin Stefanski's the head coach in Cleveland next year. I just can't. I can't.
I didn't imagine him being the coach right now after that. But yeah, I thought I was going to.
He knew this was, if we're being completely honest, because this is the Players Lounge, y'all come to get that. I honestly, personally feel, I can't say this is him, but he knew this was going to happen when bringing him into the building, because it's like, bruh, I'm already on the hot seat. We ain't been doing this in Cleveland. If I play you and you win, even if I don't like you with all the narratives, we are all seen them out there, then guess what? I'm making myself mad. But if I do, for some reason, wait, and then you do have a little bit of success and it's late in the season, I'm kind of darn if I do, darn if I don't, because why didn't I play you earlier? Why didn't I do this? So it's like, you made your own bed.
Trey, throw all that out there. At the end of the game, at the end of the day, you're trying to win a game.
Yep.
Boy.
No matter how, I mean, you play, all three of you know what kind of preparation it takes to go into a game. You have an opportunity to win it, and you did something that dumb. If you leave him in and whatever play you call, if it fails, you the heck, hey man, I gave him right.
Gave him a chance.
Right, you gave him a chance. Here, man, you done let him off the hook. Everybody looking at you. Now you are boo-boo the fool out there trying to explain what you did. Well, we don't want to get into that. Nah, you're getting fired. Getting fired. Kevin Stefanski, somebody, I don't know who you know, but somebody you may know, maybe head coach next year. Somebody you may have coached with, going to be the head coach next year.
If I'm sure, I'm happy that happened.
Is not going to be that.
It seems like, for me, like the Browns tried to force Stefanski's hand. And okay. And,
yeah, talk to me. I want to see
okay,
that.
so, like, we got Flacco in here.
Yeah.
We got all these quarterbacks in here. You don't want to name Shedeur as 2, 3, or 4. All right, so let me go ahead and get rid of one of these dudes, and let me see. Oh, but you still don't want to say that he's your number 2 quarterback. So, like, what I saw throughout this process was like, oh yeah, that owner, he ain't fooling with him for real. And like, there's some divide inside that building besides the stuff that's going on with Stefanski and Shedeur.
It's the Browns, so we're not surprised. It's not surprised. Not surprising at all. All right, AD, appreciate you. More.
Yes,
appreciate you. Congratulations. You're fighting Texas A&M Aggies.
Church. What's happening?
Wear some Toledo gear.
I got you.
Just surprise.
You
got some winter gear, man. You got some winter gear.
Everybody wear some college gear this week. Man.
Yeah, I will. Tomorrow?
Scruggs, Chris Beam. Everybody here, we already picked the game. So I got Philly winning tonight, 26-24. Church, you got Philly winning 21-20 tonight. Trey, you got the Chargers getting done 24-21, and AD, you got Philly with an 18-17 win. We'll talk about it tomorrow right here on Dallas Cowboys.
Heck, no, that ain't happening.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!